This is lesson 1.2, exponents in order of operations for algebra. All right, there is some vocabulary for lesson 1.2. First is the word simplify. Now, you might want to put this at the beginning of your notebook. If you don't have room, then just put it within your notes. But that might be a good spot for it, is at the beginning. Simplify means to replace an expression with its simplest form. Evaluate means to substitute a given number for each variable. So those are pretty simple. You guys already know how to do those. Pretty simple. Exponent, power, and base, you probably will need a refresher for. If you want to, you can look at this example and you might want to just put that in. So whenever you see like 3 to the 4th power, the 3 is the base, and the exponent is the number of times to multiply the base. The power is the base and the exponent of the expression, so it's the entire thing all put together. So that is a power, and then a power is made up of a base and an exponent. All right. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Make sure you have this, and I'm sure all of you have this in your mind. You've memorized it. It's pretty simple. Parentheses, exponents, multiply and divide, add and subtract. Remember with these, with multiply and divide and add and subtract, that multiply does not come before divide. They go from left to right. So that's a really good one to remember. All right, try these 3 problems and then we will go over them. So push pause. Okay, so 6 minus 10 divided by 5. Well, I have to see that this comes first. 10 divided by 5 is 2. And then I do 6 minus 2 and get 4 as my answer. Next, I have 5 to the 3rd power plus 90 divided by 10. Well, 5 to the 3rd power is an exponent, so I have to do that first. 5 times 5 is 25, times 5 is 125, plus, and then I do this, 90 divided by 10 is 9. 125 plus 9 is 134. Now, this I need to do parentheses first, so I'm going to do 5 plus 3 and get 8. Divided by 2, I'm just rewriting that part, plus, and then I'm going to do this, and within these I need to do the exponent first, so that's 25 minus 3, which is 22. So 8 divided by 2 is 4, plus 22 is 26. All right. And then I want you to try these 4 problems, and then we will go over them. All right, evaluate 4c minus 2d divided by c. So first I'm going to plug in my numbers. 4c is 4 times 2, which is 8, minus 2d, 2 times 5 is 10, divided by c, which is 2. So I plug in my numbers, I do some simplifying as I go, and then I can see I need to do this first. 10 divided by 2 is 5, 8 minus 5 is 3. Okay, next I have c to the 4th power. Well, c is 2, so that's 2 to the 4th power minus d, which is 5, times 2. 2 to the 4th power would be 2 times 2, which is 4, times 2, which is 8, times 2, which is 16, minus 10, and then my answer is 6. Next, I have r squared t. So r is 9, so that'd be 9 squared times 14. Well, 9 squared is 81 times 14. I'm just going to do on my paper because I'm not using the calculator. Can do this pretty quickly. So I get 1134. And then lastly, I have r times t squared. So that would be 9 times 14 and then square it. So 9 times 14, 9 times 10 is 90, plus 9 times 4 is 36. So then you add those together, you get 126, and then they want you to square that. So then you go over here and you do 126 times 126. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 2 is 12. Plus 3 is 15. 6 times 1 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. Add a 0. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 2 is 4. Plus 1 is 5. 2 times 1 is 2. Add 2 zeros. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 2 is 2. And 1 times 1 is 1. Add 6, 7. This is 6 plus 6. 6 plus 5 is 11, 18, 5, 1. So my answer is 15,876. All right, that's it for your notes.